Eagles, welcome back to Eagle Eye News. With the deadline for college applications being right around the corner, Jack and Amir talked to Mr. Reimer for some tips to make sure your application is perfect.
This last week, Amir and I sat down with Mr. Reimer to find out more about the college admissions process.
The college process has changed a little bit because of COVID. I'd say the main reason, or the main thing that is changing is just how you connect with and see schools. A lot of schools are doing virtual meetings. They're having, virtual tours. Some of them even have like 3D tours, 3D walking tours. We are still doing college meetings with individual reps for Lake students. They're just Zoom meetings as opposed to being on campus. So everything is really still happening. It's just happening in a virtual setting as opposed to on a campus or at Lakes Community High School. It's more on them to take initiative. So a student's going to have to, we have our YouTube videos. You should watch some of our YouTube videos. There's the introduction to college applications there. You should watch that video. You should meet with your counselor to kind of follow up from that about what you need to do. You should, be utilizing the resources since we are more virtual and you're kind of on your own, on your island. You have to do, as a student, a little bit more to kind of reach out. We can't, see you in the hallways and grab you and have that conversation. It has to be more on the student a little bit. And I will say, we have meetings with students who are in all kinds of places in processes, and so it's really not a big problem. If you haven't started at all, it's totally okay. We just need to start having the conversation so that we can help get you where you need to go. So the majority of schools are going test optional. Okay, what that means is they are not going to use your test score to gain admissions. There are a few majors that might want test scores for that specific school or scholarship. But right now, a lot of schools, the majority of schools, I would say over 90% of schools are going test optional. So they're not going to look at test scores. They're going to do a holistic review of who you are, what you've done. And so really what that does is they still need some information. So they're going to drop the test score, but they're really going to weigh heavily on the transcript and that personal letter, that college letter that you write. So as a student, you can, if you haven't done well on tests or like you don't, know what to do, the best thing you can do is write a really well thought out, really self-aware a college essay letter.
As the interview began to wind down, we asked Mr. Reimer how he thought the year was going as a counselor.
As a counselor, I've felt this year has gone kind of as well as it could have. We're trying to reach out to students and families in different ways. We still have a lot of meetings and communication, starting the YouTube channel, directing students to the webpage. We have all this information in accessible places. I think we're doing, the best that we can in kind of the parameters that we're given.
On October 5th, Lakes will be holding a FAFSA workshop for all seniors. You can find this information in Mr. Reimer's email, as well as you can find Mr. Reimer's YouTube page and all of the other college resources that you'll need. This has been Jack Engel and Amir Mufasa reporting for Eagle Eye News.
While COVID-19 has changed high school for all of us, entering high school during a pandemic is a different story. Ella, Taylor, and Ari talked to some freshmen about what it's been like for them.
We realized the struggle that this year's freshmen have to go through because of COVID-19. So we decided to interview a few freshmen on this topic. Here is Sean.
My name is Sean McClure. I'm in 9th grade. E-learning is pretty annoying. I would much rather do it in person because I feel like it's easier and I'm more productive. You could still communicate and make new friends, but I feel like it would be much easier if it were to be in person because you're face to face and easier to communicate. I knew most of the freshmen and sophomores, but nothing really older than that. It's a little annoying going into freshman year during a pandemic because freshman year is usually the most fun year and like easy year, but we're doing it online instead.
Here's Mara talking about her experience as a freshman at Lakes.
Hi, I'm Mara Quain. Online school is easy for me. It's easier for me to get help from my parents and teachers if I do need it. Getting help going into high school is changed a lot. Figuring out where I needed to go also changed. I thought I would be more stressed out, but yeah. Friends is harder to find, but also since I already had friends coming into high school, it was a lot easier. Learning new things that we didn't learn last year and new computer things definitely changed. And different expectations that they want us to do. And I have made some changes meeting new people, definitely finding them on social media, getting to know them better, reaching out is definitely changed. Being a freshman is nice, definitely because the seniors, they're super nice and super sweet and you look up to them and yeah.
This is Ella, Taylor,
And Ari signing off for Eagle Eye News.
Equity and diversity are two very prevalent topics in today's society and the community around us. Lakes' motto of respect plus courtesy equals pride is the start of promoting understanding for others by being respectful and courteous to people of different cultures in our community. It is important for us to be able to learn from each other and further our understanding in this racially charged environment.
Equity and diversity and inclusion are important to me because the last thing I want to see is a student that has to give up a part of themselves or something that makes them them to fit in at Lakes High School.
I feel like when you're advocating for diversity, equity, and inclusion, it really starts with yourself and self-education and finding resources so that you can understand the experiences of people who have different identities, backgrounds than yourself. A great place to start is just speaking to someone who has a different background or identity than yourself that you know very well so that you can have an open and honest conversation with them. You can truly have a feeling for their understandings because you have that relationship with them.
There are many ways to get involved with diversity at Lakes, one of these being Diversity Dialogue.
Diversity Dialogue is a place where students of different backgrounds, identities can come together to share their collective experiences and stories with other students.
It's really up to you to educate yourself and to put yourself out there in different experiences that might be different from your day-to-day life.
In addition to Diversity Dialogue, Lakes also has a Diversity Ambassadorship Program,
where students of different backgrounds can come together to meet with Mr. Newberry and other admin to discuss their various experiences here at Lakes and different ideas and solutions or changes they want to implement at the school.
Other resources like just going online, reading news articles, which are very prevalent today, having a lot of racially charged issues behind them, is really helpful just to understand the experiences of others.
Please be mindful and respectful to those around you, as it will help us all soar to the top. With Eagle Eye News, I'm Gina Brum. Last Thursday was the sophomore versus senior Sunset Showdown. Here's Ashley and Taryn with more on the story.
Thursday, the Royal Rush held the Sunset Showdown between the sophomores and seniors. We got some highlights, interviewed some peers, and even mic'd up a Royal Rush leader. Take a look.
I came to this event just because we haven't been able to see anyone and be in close contact with anyone from school, and so it's nice to just see everyone again.
Came here to get some Oreos and listen to Jack's music on aux.
I came to the Sunset Showdown because I really had nothing else to do, and all the other stuff for the school year was canceled. What the heck? Oh my goodness, I love these hops. Sit on it! Yeah!
I think Royal Rush should know that the majority of the senior class wants to try and get as many activities as we can in, so doing stuff like this is great for us because we just want to have a full senior experience before we're gone.
This was a pretty good turnout because seniors are really excited to have this senior year, even though we know the circumstances are not the best.
Some ideas I have for Royal Rush is to have a drive-in movie night, that or have Jack buy more Oreos.
Oh boy, what is happening? Come on, Julia, you can do it! All right. Oh no! All right, there we go. Yes! That was a nice pop. Come on, Emma, you can sit on it. Sit on We planned this event because we know that a lot of people are bummed out that they can't come out for anything like the football games. So we just wanted to do something for everybody to be able to come out and see each other again.
And it's a fun time, so like since people aren't getting to see each other, that they actually do get to see each other.
We have things coming up that we're really excited about.
And keep up with our social media for more updates.
Some things I would like Royal Rush to know is I got cheated out of the balloon game. I got cheated out of it, you know, like it was based off team success versus I'm more of an individual player right now. Usually I'm a team player, but you know, it just didn't happen to work out that way today, and I'm a little disappointed we lost. I felt like I carried in the back five. We got off to a really slow start. I'm a little disappointed.
See you there, Eagles!
I'm Ashley Benaroche, signing out with Eagle Eye News.
Thanks, guys. I can't wait to see what the Royal Rush has planned for the future. Lastly, check out some cross-country highlights from this past week. And that's it for this week. Soar to the top, Eagles. Soar right up to the top and have a great weekend.